Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cicle English, the podcast where you learn practical, real English for everyday life. My name is Joy, and I'm very happy to have you here today. In this episode, we are going to talk about a very useful topic: how to describe your commute in English. Your commute is the way you travel from home to work, school, or other daily destinations. Being able to talk about your commute is very helpful for conversations with friends, coworkers, or classmates, and it is also very useful when traveling or navigating a city. Today, I will guide you step by step with simple words, natural sentences, and real-life examples so you can describe your commute clearly and confidently. Let's begin. First, let's talk about common modes of commuting. You can say, I usually drive to work. I take the bus to school. I ride my bicycle to the office. I walk to work every morning. I often take the subway because it is fast. Other words you can use include car, train, tram, motorbike, taxi, scooter, ferry, or ride-sharing apps. Now let's talk about how to describe your commute in detail. You can mention time. My commute takes 30 minutes. It usually takes me 1 hour to get to school. I leave home at 7 a.m. and arrive at work at 8 a.m. You can also describe distance or route. I live 5 kilometers from my office. I take the main road to get to school. I cross a bridge and then turn left to reach the station. Next, let's talk about your feelings during the commute. You can say, I feel tired in the morning commute. I feel relaxed when I walk. I feel stressed when the traffic is heavy. I enjoy listening to music while commuting. I feel productive when I read on the train. Sharing your feelings makes your English sound more natural and personal. Now let's talk about common problems during commuting. You can say, the bus was late today. The subway was very crowded. I got stuck in traffic for 30 minutes. My bike broke down on the way to work. The train was canceled, so I had to take a taxi. Talking about problems and solutions is very useful for real-life conversations. Next, let's discuss asking questions about commuting. You can ask, how do you get to work? How long does it take to get there? Which bus goes to the city center? Do you drive or take public transport? Is it easy to commute by train? These questions help start conversations and practice English naturally. Now let's practice a full example of describing a commute. Listen carefully. I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. First, I brush my teeth and wash my face. Then I have a quick breakfast. I leave home at 7 a.m. and walk to the bus stop. I take bus number 12, which goes directly to the office. The commute takes about 40 minutes. I usually listen to music during the trip. Sometimes the bus is crowded, but I usually find a seat. I arrive at work at 7:40 a.m., ready to start my day. This is a complete example you can use or adapt to your own commute. Now let's talk about different types of commutes. You can describe short commute. I live close to my office, so I walk every day. Long commute. I take a train and then a bus, and it takes 1 hour. Mixed commute. I drive to the station and take a train from there. Remote commute. I work from home, so I don't commute. Using these expressions helps you speak about your commute in different ways. Next, let's talk about daily habits and routines during commuting. You can say, I usually read a book on the train. I check my emails on the bus. I listen to podcasts during my commute. I sometimes chat with friends while walking. I enjoy observing people during my journey. Talking about habits adds more detail and makes your English richer. Now let's do a short conversation about commuting. Joy says, Hi, how do you get to work every day? Friend says, I usually take the subway. It's faster than the bus. Joy says, How long does it take? Friend says, It takes about 45 minutes. Sometimes it's crowded. Joy says, Do you do anything while commuting? Friend says, Yes, I listen to music and check my messages. Joy says, That's great. I usually drive, but I like listening to podcasts in the car. This conversation is simple and natural, and you can use it in real life. Now, let's talk about improving your commute experience. You can say, I try to leave home earlier to avoid traffic. I bring a water bottle or snack. I listen to English podcasts to practice while commuting. I enjoy taking a different route to see new places. I plan my schedule to make commuting less stressful. These sentences are useful for sharing tips and experiences. Finally, let's do a speaking challenge for you. Today or tomorrow, try to describe your commute in English. Use at least 7 sentences. How you travel, how long it takes, what you do during the commute, and how you feel. Here is a model you can copy and change. I wake up at 6 a.m. First, I brush my teeth and wash my face. Then, I have a quick breakfast. I leave home at 7 a.m. and walk to the bus stop. I take bus number 12, which goes directly to the office. The commute takes about 30 minutes. I usually listen to music during the trip. I arrive at work at 7:30 a.m., ready to start my day. Before we finish, remember, talking about your commute is practical and very useful. Practicing these sentences every day will improve your English fluency and help you communicate confidently about your daily life. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode on Cicle English. I'm Joy, and I hope you feel more confident describing your commute in English. See you in the next episode, and keep practicing your English every day.